Oh, you know who's here? Sorry, well, she just walked in. The fabulous Shannen Doherty has a lot to talk about, including a very exciting new reality show. And we got some other stuff, too. Ellen K got her star of fame and more, but Shannon's up ahead in just a couple minutes. All right, 3 beautiful women on the set and a poll. How many of the 3 of you have ever dated a cameraman?
A cameraman?
Or a photographer?
There you go.
Me.
Oh, Kayla, too.
Anybody who works in television or anyone who's ever worked, it's always the case. Shannen Doherty has landed her photographer.
What?
No,
Exactly.
it is.
All the guys at the desk, how many of you have dated a woman?
I mean, no, wait. If you ask every TV news reporter, they've always dated a cameraman.
No, that's not true.
It is.
I have not dated a cameraman.
Well,
have we ever dated? Any of you guys? No.
Well, not that they'll want to. Which brings us to Shannen Doherty. How are you?
I'm good.
Shannon says a big hit, exciting reality show where and it culminates this Sunday. You actually got married a couple months ago.
Yes.
But you get married on TV this Sunday.
Yes.
So congratulations to you. Are you still registered? Because we'll send you stuff.
We are, as a matter of fact. Yes.
Now, when you guys are getting married, who takes the pictures? And is that a problem?
That's a good question.
You know, because your husband to be like, no, the lighting, no, your angle's wrong. And
Do you know what? That's a really good question. It was interesting because it was one of those things of Kurt was like, who's going to do the pictures? Like, this is so weird. But I hired a very good friend of mine who took the pictures.
And now him?
And it was great.
And him being, your husband being on the other side of the camera, is he a good poser?
No, he hates it.
Yeah.
I mean, he hates being in front of the camera at any point in time. So I think he was a little like, oh God, this is awful, really?
I'm curious too, because most brides that day it's such a lead up to it, the big day, and then when it happens, it goes by in a blink. Do you remember that day really?
Not much. No, it's really sad because you go through all this work and so much sort of passion and energy goes into planning the perfect wedding, and then you leave at the end of the night and you wake up the next morning and you're like,
what happened?
What? Like, what do you mean it's over? And you have this almost like a depression. I mean, we went on our honeymoon directly afterwards, and I just remember getting off the plane in South Africa and being like, this is so weird. I'm on my honeymoon and I don't remember my own wedding.
But the good news is you never used the phrase, with you. This is so weird. That part was okay.
Yeah, I know.
Now, they call it Shannen Says, and I think they call it Shannen Says because that would indicate to me you're sort of calling the shots.
No, the original reason why it was called Shannen Says is because one of the executives at the network found that I have these little one-liners that he kind of fell in love with. And we were originally just going to put quotes at the beginning of every act break, and then you would see the quotes come up later. So Shannen Says came from that reason.
Give us a one-liner.
Yeah, can you give us one now?
I know.
Come on.
It has to be organic. It has to come organically.
But you said your now husband, he's uncomfortable in front of the camera. So this idea comes to do a whole reality show. What's going through his head at this point?
Well, I mean, I think that because we were doing it together and we were taking on, we're producers and my production company produced it, so it was more about the creativity of it. We were, going into this together, creating something, and the idea was really to do something very, very different in the celebrity reality world. And, I mean, we used totally different cameras. Kurt and I actually purchased a red camera, which is not cheap, and they're used on Ridley Scott's films and Tim Burton's films. I mean, they're fantastic cameras, and we used those cameras.
We have a clip. The original title of the show was Shannen Says, Kurt Hides, but here, look.
Kurt hides.
My dress is amazing. It's perfect. It fits perfect. It looks perfect. It is the right fabric. It is the right cut for me. It has ostrich feathers, and they're ostrich, not pigeon. I mean, it is perfection personified.
Are your flower girls rentable?
They are. I know. Are they not gorgeous?
They're super cute.
My attorney's 2 kids were in that, Adam Caller, and then my girlfriend's kids, Mia and Olivia, and they were precious. I think they stole the entire wedding. They were just so beautiful.
Well, decide for yourself when you can see Shannon's Wedding Day season finale this Sunday, May 13th, 11 p.m. on the We Network. Nice to see you, Shannon. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, come.